This is one of the best chord progressions you can learn. To play a number of huge pop songs as well as writing your own. In the key of C major, the chord progression sounds like this. Now you can probably recognise that chord progression straight away. It is used in so many different songs, so many big hits that you will hear all over the place all of the time. By learning this chord progression, you will be able to play so many of your favourite songs immediately. Here's just some examples of pop songs that use this chord progression. Bring me higher, love. Missing light when it's burning low. Only hit the sun when it starts slow. Only know you love her when you let her go. 'Cause we are never, ever, ever getting back together. We never, ever getting back together. Now in the key of C major, the chord progression in relation to functional harmony, which is essentially chords numbered after their scale degree within the key. So if we look at a C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, you just assign each of those notes a number. So C would be 1, D would be 2, E would be 3, F would be 4, D would be 5, A would be 6, B would be 7, back to C, which is your root note 1. So when we're looking at the chord progression, we're starting on F, so that would be 4, so that's your 4 chord, and then we're going to C, which is your 1 chord, then we go to G, which is your 5 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we go to A minor, which is your 6 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The quality of these chords is determined by the 3rd and 7th interval of those chords. So we would call this chord progression in functional harmony a 4, 1, 5, 6. And this can be applied to any key. So for example, if we moved this to G major, you would take those same numbers and apply it to that key. So the 4th chord of G would be C. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we would go on like that. So in G major, this same chord progression would sound like this. So it sounds the same, just moved up, modulated to a different key. And this is what you can do in music. You can find this chord progression and you can move it around to different keys to match the key of the song you are looking to play. And the best way to start with playing this chord progression is just to focus on the root note. So if you can play just one note on the guitar, you're playing the root note of that chord, you're playing the basis of what that harmony is. So if we go back to our original chord progression, which was F, C, G, A, if we just play the root note of each of those chords, you will begin to build the harmonic basis upon which these songs are built. This is your first finger playing that root note. Bring me a higher love, as my shadow's only one who walks beside me. I'm never, ever, ever getting back together. So you can see how easy it is to play a chord progression that applies to lots of different popular songs. And because these chord progressions are used across so many different popular songs, that also means you can use these chord progressions to write your own pop music. So there is no reason that you can't learn these chords and write your own song using them. So once you're able to play this chord progression with the root note, just the one note, you can add in the fifth, and this makes a power chord. So a power chord is the root and the fifth note. And remember again, when you are trying to find the different scale degrees, your different numbers, you just count up from the root note. So if you know your major scale, if we're starting on F, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which takes us to C. So if you play the F and the C together, which is your 1 and 5, that is an F power chord. Like that. And if you apply that same shape to each of the starting notes, then you will build the harmonic colour of your chord progression. So no longer will you just be playing the root notes. You can add in the fifth. And a lot of artists and bands use these chords as the foundation of their song, so you're already getting towards being able to play the song as the artists do. In the case of Green Day's Boulevard, which I've used as an example, whilst it's not in this same key, that power chord is the basis of how they play that song. So it would sound like this in the key of C. My shadow's only one what's beside me, and my shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. So in future videos we'll touch on that same chord progression, but we'll look at open chord voicings of that, more examples of how you can shift that around to different keys to suit the different songs that you're trying to play. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Please let me know what you think, if there's anything else I could be covering to help you in your journey. Otherwise, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.